Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I am Melissa Marshall, owner of happyhemp.info, and we sell HempWorks products. So, we're going to be talking to Kayla tonight. I'm going to see if she hops on here real quick, then I'm going to invite her on this video. We're going to be talking about her why she's doing HempWorks for her family, and then also we're going to be answering some frequently asked questions kind of in the mix of that. So you guys just throw your questions up here in the comments. Hey! Okay, let's see if I can get Kayla on. Kayla is my best friend, by the way, and I'm going to have her tell you a little bit about her family and her son, Jace. I invited you to come on, Kayla, so we'll see. And don't mind all the flies flying around my head. It's summertime. So, a little bit about me and my family. If you guys are just hopping on this video and haven't seen any of our other videos, I have myself, I take, hey Chessie, I take medication for, I guess it would be considered depression medication, and I take thyroid medication and things like that. And what I hope to get out of the HempWorks CBD oil is to eventually get off of those medications. Of course, it never takes the place of medical advice. We never try to do that. You don't see it. Okay, bring you on adding. Okay, now it says it's adding you. So we'll see. So that's me. And my husband, Josh, has diabetes, high blood pressure as well. So we hope that this helps him as well. And it has helped him.
Did it work?
Hi.
Hi.
So it has helped Josh. I'm just explaining a little bit about our family, and then I'm going to let you tell us about your family and kind of your situation and what you hope to get out of these oils. And then, of course, you'll have questions for me, and I'll have some questions for you. So we're just going to have fun with it. And and then we have my son Keaton, who just turned 17. He has Tourette's, and he uses the medication or the CBD oil. He does take a lot of medications, but he uses the CBD oil for anxiety and to help with his tics to keep him calm. So that's been a big help for him. And then my son Kendall, who is 14, almost 15, takes it because he has anxiety and like social issues as well. And it's really helped him come out of his shell. So for our family, it's been a lifesaver, and I hope to help other families with it as well. And so my best friend Kayla lives in Lakeland, Florida, and she is joining me tonight. And so, are you okay?
Yeah, I was trying to get some people invited while you were
Oh,
introducing everything. I was getting some.
hey, yeah, Keaton, will you go tell Cheyenne and Dad to invite peoples? I hate that Facebook
Yay,
won't
Jess,
let
you got
you.
a notification. That's exciting.
Hey, Jess got the notification. That's cool.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
That's weird. Okay, so Kayla, you tell
Yes.
us a little bit about your family.
Okay. My family is crazy. I have 5 kids, and I don't know. I'm crazy. I am on probably some of the same medication that Melissa's on. I take medication for anxiety and panic attacks. And then we have Jace, our son, who's 1.5, that has cerebral palsy. And so he has a lot of muscle tone issues, sensory overload issues, just a lot of different things that we have been trying to go a more natural route and trying to avoid giving him injections and giving him tons of muscle relaxers and things. So that's really where our journey began. As soon as we started watching you, Melissa, we saw how much you guys are enjoying it and how much it's helping Keaton, and so we definitely were interested how it could help our family.
Awesome. So, with Jace having cerebral palsy, tell us a little bit about his muscular issues. Like his brain doesn't quite tell him what to do with his muscles sometimes and things like that. But kind of give us a little bit of rundown. Is he in pain and things like that, or what's his daily?
Yes, I would definitely say so. He has, so whatever happened, when he was a baby, he was, a preemie. He lost oxygen for long enough that it caused some brain damage. And with that brain damage comes different muscle issues. And so his biggest, issue is from the waist down. His, I guess it would be like his hamstrings are super tight. They almost feel like ropes. And so he can't stretch his legs out or crawl, walk, stand, anything like kids his age do because of his muscles just don't cooperate and he is in a lot of pain. We do therapies for stretching and things like that, but it just causes him a good bit of pain.
Well, I know it's hard for him too, just being around him and seeing him. He's a sweet baby and he's super happy, but you can tell at one point he gets tired and, because he's doing a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the therapies and he's got braces for his legs now, right? So
Yes.
for his feet. So with this oil, I know my hopes as your friend is I hope that this helps this baby, to be in less pain because the
Mm-hmm.
CBD oil is an anti-inflammatory and it has like analgesic properties and things like that. And so we're hoping that that really helps him and then help him calm down a little bit too because he can't communicate as well. So
You
he
mean
gets
Jace needs
frustrated.
to calm down?
Maybe a little bit.
Yes.
But we love baby Jace. So, well, Kayla, what questions do you have for me as, you know, in reference to the actual CBD oil and things like that for your family?
Um, okay, well, first of all, obviously, for someone who is very new to this, what is CBD oil? Like what?
Okay, so I'm reading a little bit of my notes here because it gets pretty technical, and I kind of shortened it up for everybody. But CBD is a naturally it naturally takes place and it is a constitute of commercial hemp. So CBD oil is derived from hemp plants. And it's the most abundant non-psychoactive cannabinoid found in marijuana. So the CBD is not the THC, it's not the illegal part, it's the cannabinoids from the hemp plants.
Okay, that makes sense. So, I, I know I sent you my questions, so I hope I don't catch you off guard, but I just thought of this one. So, if you can't answer it right now, you can come back to it. But
Okay.
so for someone whose issue is, that they don't want to do anything that is illegal or maybe been raised the same way we have been raised in church and, might have a bad like connotation when it comes to this type of thing, what would your answer be for that?
Well, for me personally, because, and I deal with this too because I'm a good Christian girl. And so I feel like people are kind of watching to see, because hemp is associated with illegal activities. My what we call our rock star group, our upline, actually just recently went for a retreat and they went to Universal Studios, I think it was, and they were asked to get new shirts. They had their hemp shirts, but they did have the marijuana leaf on there, and that is associated with illegal things. So that's kind of one of those things that you're walking a little bit of a thin line. But the CBD oil is not illegal. For this CBD oil, you don't have to have a prescription. Anytime that you take something from nature, something that God gave us, I consider it good, and everything is good in moderation in small portions. So it depends on how you use it. So if you abuse marijuana and THC for the psychoactive effects, that's going to be an issue. But if you're worried about doing illegal things and stuff like that and immoral things, you're not going to be doing that with the CBD oil because the CBD is cannabinoids from the hemp plant and it's not illegal. There's always going to be trace amounts of THC. It's not going to get you high. Um, so you could drink a whole bottle or two and probably not get high. I mean, it's nothing. So, but yes, I kind of stereotyped it for a while too, until I educated myself. Like Chassie said, we're going to educate.
Good. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome answer.
Hey,
Okay.
thanks.
And so then along with Jace, you know Jace very well. So knowing his issues, what specific benefits do you think that this will have for Jace?
So, like we talked about with Jace, him having the muscle issues and not being able to use those muscles, they get real tight. I think that with the CBD oil, with the anti inflammatory properties, that's going to help release those muscles, help those feel better. Like I said, it also has an analgesic, so it's going to help with pain. And then also just calm his system. It's going to calm his nervous system a little bit. It's going to calm his anxieties as well. And I hope for him, since he is, you guys have started him right away with therapies, all the therapies that you can. And I know y'all are going to be doing speech therapies and things like that. And I know for any child, being able to concentrate is a huge thing for them. So for him, it's going to help his brain be able to be at the best it can be so that he can function and learn those things like his speech therapy and all of that. So I have big hopes for him.
Now, do you think that, oh goodness, I had like a complete thought and then it disappeared. Do
I do that
you
all the
think,
time.
uh, oh my goodness, I seriously had a complete thought. But now, okay, so I guess I need to take some so that I can focus and have a clear
Absolutely. And
head
that's
because now I don't even remember what I was going to ask. But I believe it was something. Dose for younger. Like, what is the dosage, and would it be different for someone younger, like Jace?
okay. So, with the normal dose, we always suggest that you do 20 drops, which is about a full dropper, 2 times a day. So that's an adult dose. With my customers, when they first purchase, I always tell them to start out with about 5 drops a day because everybody's different. Why are you laughing at me?
I was sticking my tongue at you, but you didn't see me.
I'm sorry. I'm paying attention to all these flies around me. So yes, you're right,
Get
Sabrina.
them,
God did put it on
Sabrina.
this earth. Get them.
Yes. And I
So,
would much rather take that than a lot of the prescriptions and a lot of the synthetic drugs that are out there, for
well, if
sure.
you think about it, the synthetics and they're man-made. So, yes, God gave us the knowledge to, I'm going to get on my soapbox here. I probably shouldn't. So, God gave us the knowledge to do these things, but anytime that you can go back to nature, you can go back to what originally God created, it's going to be a better situation. Anytime you can do natural. Yes, Chassis, 5 days, twice a day, 5 drops twice a day to start. So, that's what I would do for Jace as well. You're going to start out with a really low dosage because if you can start out with that and make your drops go further, and that's all you need to do. It's like anything else. It's like a prescription medication. Whenever a doctor prescribes something for you, a lot of times, especially with anxiety medications, they're going to start out on the lowest dosage because they don't want to start you out on too high of a dose right away. There's no point in that. And then because eventually those medications will stop working. For the CBD oil, I have not had anybody tell me that they have stopped working, that it continues to be a good thing with them and it doesn't lose its effect. So hopefully this will be, like a lifelong change for people as well.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, awesome. Now,
I was going to tell
how
you
do
on
you
that
take it?
brain thing.
Yeah.
On that brain thing, I think there's a lag. But on the brain thing, it really has helped me personally because I am the biggest brain fart girl you'll ever see. I'll just be talking away and then lose concentration. So doing these drops 2 times a day for me has been amazing. Also, Josh, with his, I don't know if it's because we're getting older or if it's because of his diabetes, but he is starting to lose some brain function as well, or he was starting to, because he remembers everything and he is usually my brain. And so for him, the drops have been a big help for him because he's starting to, have more brain function and remember things a lot easier as well.
So does that mean you're going to drive better?
Probably not. That's something totally different.
Okay. Funny. Okay. Um, Goodness gracious. So tell me a little bit. I know you'll probably talk a little bit about Keaton, but specifically you, because I like you. Um, what
She likes you too.
I like you too, but your mom. What have you noticed the biggest difference in? I know you've said that you've noticed a lot of differences for you, but what is the biggest impact that you feel like it's making on you so far?
Okay, for me personally, fly hit my nose. So, I kind of mentioned it on Facebook earlier today about Sunday naps. So I am totally a nap girl. I could sleep all day long and sleep all night long. Like I love my sleep. And with this, and also too, I was at the point where I was drinking energy drinks every day, sometimes twice a day. And then, of course, you have crashes with energy drinks. So with this CBD oil, I have had so much more just natural energy. It's not jittery. It's not a force of nature like Go-Go Power Rangers, but it's just nice and natural and it keeps me awake. Like I don't feel that grogginess that, like I want to take a nap at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. My brain wants to, but I it now it doesn't. Does that make sense? Like I like the thought of a nap, but I can't take it anymore because my body is functioning at full capacity and I don't need to take a nap and I don't need the energy drinks. So that's been the biggest thing for me because I see all these bad things about the energy drinks, about all these like gallstones and people dying of heart problems and stuff like that. And I've had issues with the heart palpitations being drinking the energy drinks. So since I've been doing the drops, I don't need those. I haven't had an issue with my heart. So that is a big thing for me.
That's good. I like you to not die and have heart problems.
Hey, thanks.
You're cute. You're
Hey.
cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, did you make sure to let anyone know that if they have questions, they can comment and you will get to their questions?
I did, yes. If anybody does have any extra questions, if anything that
Okay.
doesn't get answered here today, feel free to comment those here, to message me, however you want to do that, and I will make sure and get back with you guys because everybody's going to always have different questions. But I think for the most part, this session is probably going to get a good range of those. Um, Joshua Marshall, hush your face.
Oh
My
gosh.
husband, he's such a joker. He says it's
Can
really helped my memory. Wait, what
tell
were we
him my
talking about?
nails are still the same color.
Kayla's nails are still the same color. Hi, Melinda. Thank you guys for hopping on. So, Kayla, do you have any other questions for me?
I do. I do.
Okay. Okay.
So if I wanted to order, if I wanted to try this, how would I go about doing that?
Okay. So my site, I'm on Facebook. So, but my site is www.happyhemp.info.
Yes, y'all,
So
share this video with anybody you think would be interested.
absolutely. You guys share the video, share the love, tag anybody in it that you think might want to know about CBD oil. Because I know lots of people have questions, but never get answers to those questions. Cheyenne, you can order a bottle, happyhemp.info. Hi. And I'm also on Facebook. It's Help with Hemp Works. And then Melissa Marshall, you can just hop on my personal page, and I have a link to my website there as well. So it's pretty easy to get on there and order. The site is simple. So, Cheyenne, no, I'm not going to order you a bottle. So,
What in
um,
the world?
I love my kids, and she's standing right on the porch doing this.
Oh, is she?
So, love it. But yes, that's how you go about ordering it. Sometimes I do have specials on free shipping and things like that. So watch my pages for that as well. But the site is super easy. Also, too, you can become a preferred customer where you get it auto shipped to you every month. So you don't even have to think about it.
Ooh,
It automatically comes to you, makes it
I
easy.
need to do
And
that.
then yeah, as a mom with 5 kids, I'm sure that would be very helpful to you doing auto ship. And then especially if your whole family is going to be using it because you're going to need to make sure that you have that on hand every month as well. So, but yeah, and then also too, if you want to become an affiliate and join the party and be able to help others, it's a $20 fee on top of any product that you buy. So you can buy the cheapest product, pay 20 bucks, and you're an affiliate. So it's pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So do you have, I don't know if I have any more questions really. Do
Okay.
you have anything that is common that you feel like you should answer or?
Well, a lot of people want to know what the best way to take the CBD oil is. So we talked about the dosage, but the actual way that you take it is called sublingual, which is under the tongue. Under the tongue is the best way to get that absorbed into your body. It has a 98% absorption rate. And it's really funny how when I'm talking to my customers and they're like, so what do I do? And I remind them, you put it under your tongue. And then one girl was like, it disappeared. Is that normal? Like, it disappeared. I didn't have anything to swallow. And I'm like, yeah, when you're doing 5 drops, it absorbs really well. So you don't really have a whole lot to swallow. It's a thinner drop, unlike a lot of the CBD oils that are thick and stick at the back of your throat. I had one girl comment to me. I had her try it and she was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's thin and I don't have that like taste in my mouth all day long. So yeah, it's really user friendly and you just do it under the tongue. And like Chassie said, find your sweet spot. So we suggest that you start out with the 5 drops 2 times a day, and then you can work up to the 20 drops 2 times a day. Um, Another thing is, and we kind of touched on that as well. So y'all have to excuse us. We're used to doing this on FaceTime kind of thing, question and answer. So we're going to have fun with it. Passing or failing a drug test. So CBD is considered, yes, and you can get peppermint, as Josh says. It tastes amazing.
I
Um,
didn't have time to brush my teeth this morning before church. Real story. And I put some in my mouth, and someone at church was like, your breath smells so fresh. And I was like,
it's my CBD oil.
yes,
Hey, that's a good selling point right there. If people
it
think your
is.
breath is fresh, just be like, yeah, got it from my CBD oil. So on a drug test, CBD is considered to be undetectable in saliva or urine tests, and CBD is what the oil is made out of. It's CBD oil. There is 0.3% of THC by volume, so it's under the legal limit. You'd have to drink several bottles. Another thing is people worry about the THC, so they worry if it can get them high. Since it doesn't have the THC in it, the THC is the psychoactive part that would get you high. So no, it will not get you high. Um, and that's about it. Our products are amazing because they're non-GMO, they're organic, and they are made in the USA. We use American farms in Kentucky, actually. So
That's fun. Now, for someone who, for
Chassie, I thought it
someone,
was 0.03%, but it said on the site earlier 0.3. So we need to check that because I thought it was 0.03 too, even less than yeah, I don't know. On the frequently asked questions, it says 0.3. So I think either way, it's a super low amount. But we need to check on that. Let me know, girl, if you find out different, for sure. What were you going to say, Kayla?
I was gonna say, for someone who is just starting out, because it is something natural, so someone who is used to taking prescriptions or used to taking something that is a crazy shock to your system, how long should they like be patient? How long should they wait before they should be expecting to see like noticeable results? If they don't see
That's
it in the first day, should they keep at it and let it get into their system? And
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not going to be an instant fix. For some people, they do notice right away. Like for me, it was a noticeable thing, and for Josh as well. But you should definitely give it a week to 2 weeks just to see how it's going to work for you in your system. And once you get those cannabinoids built up in there too, that's going to make a huge difference. So you're not going to be at your optimal rate until you've done it for about a week or so.
okay, so don't give up, keep
Don't give
going.
up. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not an instant fix. Somebody said one day it's like the cure all. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it is some days because it's helped us in so many ways. But it's not. And it's not necessarily an instant thing. But for some people, they do notice a noticeable difference right away.
Right. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anything else that you can think of, ma'am?
I don't think so. I don't.
So you and Jeremy have done it for about a day,
Yes,
like
we
not.
started, we got ours yesterday afternoon. So I have done it 3 times. I did it once yesterday afternoon, and then I've done it twice today. And I can already tell a difference. I don't know if you can tell a difference, but like an hour ago, I wanted to take a nap and fall asleep, and I put some Josh, I'm reading comments.
Uh-huh, I know.
And I just did some whenever you mentioned it to me before we went live, and I already feel like a little pep in my step. And I brought my Mountain Dew in here with me so I could drink my Mountain Dew, and I don't even think I'm gonna need it.
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
I like it.
Yeah, and that's something handy because you can do it the 2 times a day, but then I add it too. Like if I'm getting kind of the afternoon blues or whatever, I hop on there and hop on there. I hop in there in the kitchen where we keep it, and I do drop and then a dropper full, and then I'm good to go. So that helps a lot. And then another thing is, just because it gives you some natural energy, even if you take it at night, you're not going to be awake all night. Like I can
Mm-hmm.
still go to sleep. It doesn't affect me like the caffeine would. I got to the point where, listen, Cheyenne, I'm going to tell you who boss they're talking about.
Cheyenne and Josh are like, and I feel like, so Josh, is it that she wasn't as crazy, or that it was working so well for him that he relaxed and didn't feel like you were crazy?
I think both. I think he was less anxious and on edge, and I think that I probably was too. So it was a good thing. And here's the thing too. Yeah, Josh was talking about his energy level. So with his diabetes, his energy level's been down. He's been anxious and aggravated and stuff like that easily. And he is actually able to calm down a lot easier. It's just made things work a lot better for him. So he says both. But
Both.
with him, like,
Yes.
so he takes enough prescription medications that he doesn't want to have to take a whole bunch of other things. And he's not really a supplement guy. Like I've tried to get him to do supplements before and like the oils, like essential oils and things like that. And it's just not really Josh's thing. But I had him do these one day and he was like, oh, okay. These make a difference. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use them. So he's kind of a poster child for us in that respect because he's actually using them and he reminds me to do my drops. So that's a good
That's
thing.
so
Yeah.
sweet.
He reminds
Are
all
you
of us. No,
inside?
I'm outside. I'm on the
Okay, I
porch.
was really confused. Oh, is that
I'm sit-
Cheyenne's couch?
yeah, I'm sitting on Cheyenne's
Okay.
couch that she just sold because we set it up.
Okay. I'm like, it's the wall is outside, but the couch is inside. I just don't know.
I'm confused.
Yes.
But awesome. Well, I look forward to getting an update from you. We need to do another show. Um, Snacks to supplement meals. My husband, see how
Yeah.
how fun he's acting? That's weird for him.
Yes.
So,
Well, we
um,
will use it this week and make sure we're using it twice a day for Jace, and we will keep you updated on how he is doing and what differences we're seeing. And I plan to, we have therapy um, Tuesday morning, so I plan to ask his physical therapist, as the week progresses, if she sees any changes as well.
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I always like to get an outside reference because I don't want it to be the placebo effect too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Stacy. So I want to make sure that other people see the difference as well. And that was something really funny with Josh because, the boys were telling me, thank you, Chassie. We're happy too. The boys were telling me how they noticed a difference in Josh and his attitude and things like that. And they just know I'm always crazy. So they're like, yeah, mom, you're crazy. But I have noticed myself smiling a lot more and being happier and just being able to be focused and get things accomplished. So I hope that for you guys as well. I hope it works well for baby Jace and helps him with his muscle issues so they don't hurt when he's doing his therapies and things like that. But we'll definitely hop on here and do another live and do an update live. And I appreciate you being on here and interviewing me, quizzing me. If you guys are just hopping on, make sure that you replay this video so that you can get some answers to your questions. Comment any questions that you have on here. Share this with your friends and make sure that they get the information they need as well. And we will talk to y'all later. Love y'all.
Yay! Bye.
Bye.